Hi guys, welcome to the channel. This is going to be a reading for all the 12 signs from Aries to Pisces, and we are going to take a look at the energies for your person of interest. All the decks are pre-shuffled, but I will shuffle them a couple of times more. The video will go faster, but you will see the process. If you want to jump around through the signs, you'll find the timestamps down below, and I'll see you in a couple of seconds. And we are ready, guys. So, Aries, my friends, you are up first. The oracle cards for your connection. We have Grace and Take a Step Back. Energies for your person of interest, how they feel about you. The Judgment and the Six of Swords. Their next move, the Star and the Two of Pentacles. Guidance for you, Four of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Well, this combination of energies can follow the Take a Step Back oracle card. Some of you can be hesitant to give your person of interest another chance. They will reach out, though, because of the Judgment, which is a blast from the past. The situation between the two of you was kinda quiet in the recent past. Six of Swords. Your person still thinks that it can be possible for the two of you to find a new agreement in order to move this connection forward, almost as if what happened in the past can be released if we follow the rough waters that can be left behind by the boat that we see in the Six of Swords. Is your person a little bit naive about the fact that a reconciliation can be manifested? Because it seems that they can still consider the connection with you as a wish granted, but they may not like their chances because of the Two of Pentacles, which is a difficult juggling act. It's like when someone is iffy about a particular situation. In this case, it can be about the fact that your person is not exactly convinced that you can still be available to work things out. And if they have this opinion, I think that they can be right. Because the Four of Pentacles, in a situation like this one, can be a better safe than sorry type of mode. And I feel that some of you have consciously embraced this type of energy because of what happened in the connection with this person in the past. So, of course, the issues can be different according to the scenario. Maybe this person was hesitant in order to do things in a serious way with you. For others of you, instead, there were more unpleasant situations, kinda unfolding behind your back. I feel that the Grace Oracle card can be an encouragement in your favor in order to handle the interaction that your person of interest can still try to ignite in order to communicate with you without falling for triggers, fights, and arguments. Because it seems that some of you indeed took a step back from this connection. It's like it belongs to the past. Maybe you have already cut your losses about the situation because at the end of the day, it was not the type of connection that you wanted for yourself, even if you had high hopes in favor of the connection at the beginning. So the King of Wands is a proactive energy, yes. It can be the opportunity to take action, yes. But in this case, can merely represent the fact that some of you may even be willing to listen to what your person of interest can have to say, but may not be interested in a reconciliation. So the King of Wands can share a conversation, even if we didn't exactly get energies about a communication flow. The only one can be the Judgment, so let's take it for that. You can listen to what your person can have to say, and then you can stand up and move on after you let them know that a reconciliation is not a viable option for you. I feel that the Take a Step Back Oracle card is also important if we think about the ability of a person to get the bigger picture, you know, to see the bigger picture about a particular situation. And it seems that what you saw along this connection was something that you didn't completely like. That's why now a new agreement with this person coming back from the past may be off the table from your perspective. And I feel that if you can say that deep within you have this level of clarity about the connection with your person of interest, you already know what you should do when they reach out and ask you guys to try again. It seems that the odds are not in favor of that progression. I also want to say that some of you can be better off without this person, because after all, maybe you have already moved on from the connection and you just want to find some new situation that can be way better than the one that you have already left behind. Taurus, the oracle card for your connection, we have abundance and forgiveness and understanding. Energies for your person of interest, how they feel about you, Queen of Wands and the Five of Wands. Their next move, the Chariot and the Ace of Swords, speaking up. Guidance for you, Seven of Swords and the Star. What a contrast. So some of you may not trust this person anymore. We have the Chariot that is guided by the Star for me, so this person is still hoping that something good can be manifested in favor of the connection with you. I feel that the forgiveness and understanding oracle card is a major one in a situation like this one, but it is not said that you can be willing to forgive and forget some BS that was manifested in the connection with your person of interest. It seems that they can still be passionate about you, yes, Queen of Wands, but the Five of Wands can still represent a problem if we think about competition, confusion, indecision, an overall turmoil that was a stable presence in this connection. It's like your person was never really invested in the opportunity to be successful in a romantic connection with you. You felt that, you didn't like that, and that's why maybe the connection lost some of its momentum. Abundance is an amazing oracle card. It's all about success, basically, fulfillment, satisfaction. It can be a Chariot-Star combination of energies, but granted the fact that the two people involved in a connection are truly on the same page. And I do not feel that it is the case for you and your person of interest. They may still want you, yes, 100%. I am not sure that we can say that it is still true the opposite. Because the Seven of Swords in the guidance is not only about lies, betrayals, deceits that maybe took place in this connection a while ago. The energy can also represent a subtle desire for some of you to avoid this person as much as possible. It's like you do not want to talk with them because of what happened between the two of you in the past. So you can try to tiptoe away when this person reaches out, and they will reach out. Ace of Swords, truth and clarity. The energy is even in contrast with the Seven of Swords if we think about shenanigans and lies. This person can try to come clean about something, and if there were betrayals, they can even try to take responsibilities for their mistakes. But if they mistreated you, I feel that the connection already hit a wall. And the Queen of Wands can be a passionate energy, yes, it can be even about a meaningful desire that your person can still have for you. I am not sure that it can be transformed into something positive if we think about today's romantic connection. Your person of interest is going to be very vocal about their desire to reconnect with you. They can truly ask for your forgiveness, and they can say to you that after all, you know them and you can understand them if we think about some of their flaws. Yes, maybe it is true. Maybe you know them well, you know what their flaws are, but precisely because of that, you may not trust the connection anymore. And the star, guys, is not only an energy about a wish granted, it's also an energy about honesty, transparency, vulnerability, the willingness to open up completely in favor of a partner in order to hopefully be successful together in a romantic connection. If you do not trust this person anymore because of what they did along the connection with you in the past, the connection is already doomed. So it's like your person of interest can even be naive if they think that there is still space for them to reignite a spark of passion and desire that can bring the two of you back together. I do not feel that this is going to happen for another simple reason. Your abundance can be found moving forward, yes, 100%, but not with this person by your side, because unfortunately, what you have already seen about the connection has already proven to you that there cannot be abundance, satisfaction, fulfillment with someone that is not deserving of our trust by our side. And this is all that you need to know about a connection that maybe was important for you for a while, but also took a toll on you, and this can be another catalyst in order to keep your door closed when this person shows up again and asks you guys to forgive them and take them back. The odds are against that progression. Gemini, the oracle card for your connection, we have sensuality and transformation. All right, energies for your person of interest, how they feel about you, 9 of Swords and the Death card, our transformation oracle card. Their next move, Knight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Guidance for you, the Sun and the Queen of Wands, our sensuality oracle card. So we have a couple of interesting energies on the table. I feel that this connection has gone through or is going through a major transformation because your person can realize that if they do not change their ways, they can lose the connection and they can lose you guys. So the 9 of Swords is an energy that your person has been experiencing about the connection with you because of a fear that you can decide to move on. I feel that they have the potential to overcome this fear and also to overcome a potential fear of commitment that didn't allow your person to show up at the 100% in favor of the connection with you. The Death card can be a transition. I love the energy because it starts from within, death and rebirth process, so a situation as it was can be completely different moving forward. I feel that this has been a passionate connection for the two of you, so the two of you have gotten along extremely well, but that was not enough in order to grant future success in favor of the situation. You wanted something more, you wanted a more stable structure in favor of the connection, and chances are you also wanted a higher level of commitment. So I feel that you made that clear to your person of interest. They kind of freaked out about that, maybe for a meaningful amount of time, because the 9 of Swords sometimes can represent an obstacle for us in order to think things straight. But the Death card can come to the rescue of your person of interest, and I say that because in the next move position we have the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So I want to say that for me the Knight of Pentacles sometimes can become the energy of the offer of commitment that never comes. Maybe it was the case for your person of interest until you kinda did or said something to them that worked as a wake-up call for them. Now, because of the King of Pentacles energy, the Knight of Pentacles can represent the willingness of your person of interest to do more in favor of the connection with you in order to completely transform the situation in favor of a committed relationship with a ton of potential to stand the test of time. The King of Pentacles is basically the energy that your person of interest must embrace completely. We can count on the King of Pentacles. He can provide for himself. He can also provide for those that he loves. And this is basically the mindset that your person needs, because a connection merely built on sensuality, passion, chemistry, desire is not enough. You know, we need stronger foundations. And I feel that some of you have always had that level of clarity about what were the ingredients that were necessary in favor of this connection to be successful. And you kind of set an example, and your person was smart enough and humble enough to follow your lead, I want to say. And I feel that you can be surprised but pleased to hear from your person kind of the words that you were hoping to hear from them. And the Sun and the Queen of Wands in the guidance position is an amazing combination of energies, guys, because the Queen of Wands is not only an energy about sensuality, the Oracle card that we got, but it's also a reminder in favor of your healthiest and powerful self-confidence. It's like you know what you want, you know how to treat other people, you know how to interact with them in a productive way, but you are also clear enough to explain what are the goals that you want to achieve, especially in a romantic connection. And the Sun follows along because it's an energy about inner happiness for me. So the courage and the clarity of a person to understand where their inner happiness truly is and how it can be possible to pursue it and amplify it more and more along the journey. I feel that there is a change that is coming in favor of this connection. You can get the commitment that you have always wanted from your person of interest. They can be more than happy to join forces with you guys simply because they cannot stand the idea of losing you. And sometimes this can be a catalyst in order for a person to rise to the occasion. I feel that your person of interest is going to have this chance and they will not shy away from it. And the two of you can enjoy the connection moving forward because you will have the chance to cooperate with each other, even in a more productive way than before. Cancer, the oracle cards for your connection. We have Soul and Strength and Guidance. Energies for your person of interest, how they feel about you. 10 of Cups and the King of Swords. Their next move, Ace of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles. Guidance for you, Knight of Wands and the 3 of Wands. We have a couple of contrasting energies on the table, I want to say. It seems that the Knight of Wands is one of them, and the Ace of Cups, 10 of Cups, can be on the other side of the spectrum, because this connection started in a powerful way. It was a pleasure for the two of you to spend the time in each other's company. The connection can be even a destined connection for you and your person if we follow this Soul Oracle card. But for some reason, your person gave to you kinda a wrong impression at some point, because it seems that they took the connection for granted. And this is something that is always tricky, because if we fall for such a mindset, we can run the risk to lose even an important connection. And I feel that this is the case because your person of interest will try their best to communicate with you about the fact that they do not want to lose this connection. So the King of Swords can be the energy of at least one important conversation, if not more, about the Ten of Cups, which can be an energy in favor of long-term success for a romantic connection, even the opportunity to build a family. But in order to manifest this auspicious energy, we have to start somewhere, and the starting point, if we follow these energies, must be the Ace of Cups. I feel that the Ace of Cups that we see in the next move position is something that your person of interest has put on hold consciously for a while, and maybe for too long, according to your point of view. I want to say that your person of interest kept you waiting. You were counting on the fact that there was a real chance for the connection to take multiple steps forward, but for some reason the hesitancy of your person of interest kinda turned you guys off. So now the connection will face a crossroads, and it seems that you will have the last word about what can happen next for the two of you. I want to be clear. It is not going to be a last word out of ego for you. It will be basically a choice, a decision based on facts. The facts that you have basically collected along the connection so far, and that will allow you guys to figure out if you can manifest into reality your expectations when it comes to a successful romantic connection. The Knight of Wands is bothering me a little bit because we know the drill about the energy. It can resonate with a player, a cheater most of the times, or maybe we should say sometimes. We can even think about someone that can lack consistency, effort, attention. I feel that this is the case because maybe you have seen this pattern in your person of interest along the connection, and even if they told you that the connection was important for them, their effort was not matching their words. And this is going to be potentially the deal breaker, because in the conversation that you will have to share with your person of interest, it will be necessary for you to evaluate if you can completely trust the explanations that your person can offer to you in favor of the chance to keep this connection alive. If for whatever reason you do not trust the connection, there can be high chances for you to turn your back on this person. I feel that the Strength and Guidance Oracle card can be meaningful for two reasons. Number one, if we think about the Strength Major Arcana, it's a matter of trust and patience. These two virtues are going to play a huge role in a situation like this one, because you will have to evaluate if you still have patience for your person of interest and if you still trust the connection. And then the concept about guidance can be about the fact that you took the lead in the connection because you knew that potential could have been transformed into a successful reality, but your person was kind of slower than you. So now you have to decide if you still want to lead by example, because your person somehow, some way may still need that. Guys, I feel that your person can be genuine when they say that they do not want to lose the connection. They can say that they are in love with you, Ace of Cups. The only factor that can play against them is the time factor, the timing. Because you will have to decide if the time is still right for the two of you to try to be successful together as a romantic couple or not. And I feel that while your person awaits for your feedback, they will hold their breath, because there can still be a risk that you can say that the connection has already faded away because your person kept you waiting for too long. So important crossroads coming up for some of you, and you will have an important decision to make. It's gonna be a make it or break it for this connection. Leo, the oracle cards for your connection, we have sensitivity and take charge and action. Energies for your person of interest, how they feel about you, Six of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Their next move, Page of Swords and the Devil. Guidance for you, Three of Swords and the Six of Pentacles, which is a one-man up, one-man down dynamic for me, a lack of fairness, balance, respect, equal give and take. So someone can take advantage of another person. I feel that your person of interest took advantage of you. It is possible that some of you broke up with your person if we follow the Three of Swords. For others of you, the connection was not that deep, but you were seeing each other. You found out that your person did something wrong. So maybe they were seeing someone else. And you broke contact with your person of interest. So if we think about these two scenarios that can be kind of similar but with some different flavors, sensitivity was something that your person couldn't honor and manifest properly in favor of you guys. It can be the Queen of Cups on an energy level. So your person kind of did what was best for them without caring about what was or could have been something positive for you. Now they can be the one that can take charge and action if we think about the opportunity to reach out. So prepare yourself because you will hear from your person of interest. The Devil is bothering me, guys, though, because it is a cycle for me, one about excesses. And if we think about excesses, the Six of Pentacles can be a problem, the Three of Swords can be another problem, but also the Six of Swords can be a problem because your person can try to break silence by acting in a way that is too casual. I mean, they can truly pretend that nothing big happened between the two of you in order to justify the no contact situation or even more the potential breakup that took place. The Queen of Cups, guys, is the energy that can allow us to realize if another person has genuine intentions in favor of a connection so that hopefully we can be successful in the long run. I feel that your person will put on the nicest possible face when they reach out, and you will have to read between the lines. If we think about the saying, the devil is in the details. So the Page of Swords in the next move position is all about the fact that your person of interest can maybe pay you a visit, or more likely, I want to say, they can text you or they can call you because they want to test the temperature of the room. They know that something big went down, between the two of you. And I feel that a vow of trust has been compromised in a situation like this one. It seems that the foundations of the connection are not strong as they were at the beginning, and this can represent a deal breaker. Your person can say that they are still crazy about you. Let's make no mistake, the devil, they feel drawn to you, they feel bound to you, but there can still be a problem. And another thing that deserves our attention is this one. The Page of Swords is a small energy compared to the devil. So your person can be extremely superficial and naive and shallow if we think about an overall understanding of the issues that the connection between the two of you has gone through. And so it's like they want to downplay the problems, but I feel that you can see them clearly. I almost want to say that you should see them clearly, because this one can be a careful what you wish for type of scenario. Your person is going to try. They want to basically resume the connection from where the two of you left it. I am not sure that this can be a wise move, guys. For you, I mean. You can be on the losing side of the agreement. This person took advantage of you, maybe in different fashions. Some of you got hurt by this person, Three of Swords, heartbroken type of energy. It can be difficult to mend the connection, guys. And there can still be a subtle and opportunistic mindset coming from your person of interest, because they can truly say that it is possible to forgive and forget, when in reality, maybe it is not the case. So it's like, from the reconciliation, let's say, the one that can earn all the privileges is your person of interest, when, on the other hand, you can still run the risk to face the same old struggles that somehow, some way, you have left behind when you broke contact with this person. The offer can come your way. I am not sure that some of you are willing to take it. And maybe this can be, I want to say, a blessing in disguise for some of you. Virgo, the oracle cards for your connection, we have commitment and self-acceptance. All right, energies for your person of interest, how they feel about you, Three of Cups and the Three of Swords. Their next move, Page of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords, guidance for you, Knight of Swords and the Seven of Swords. My goodness. This connection, guys, hit a wall, big time. I am not even sure that the two of you are talking at the moment. Communication maybe is off for reasons that shouldn't be overlooked. I want to say that if we follow the commitment oracle card, we are talking about a connection that reached a high level of commitment, but then there was a betrayal on your person's side. Three of Cups plus the Three of Swords. Then the Seven of Swords, lies, betrayals, deceits, and the Knight of Swords, fights, arguments, altercations. You were hurt by your person's actions, and you were upset because of the choices that they made against the connection with you. I find the self-acceptance oracle card meaningful, guys, because if you broke contact with your person, there are high chances for you to convince yourself that it can be necessary to move on from this connection, because what your person did cannot be forgiven and forgotten. Your person, on the other hand, is freaking out. Nine of Swords. In this case, this is all about anxiety and regrets. They cannot believe what they did, and as a consequence, they cannot believe that they lost the connection already. This is what I want to say. They lost the connection already because the betrayal was or can be considered as too deep to be overcome. The Three of Cups and the Three of Swords, as a combination of energies, doesn't leave space for a reconciliation, guys. Because some of you, if we follow the Seven of Swords, may not trust this person anymore. So you can get an apology. This is what I want to say. The Page of Pentacles, you can get an I am sorry. I do not feel that the apology is going to pay off, though. Instead, when this person reaches out, you can experience a Knight of Swords type of energy because you can find yourself upset just like that only by the fact that this person is reaching out after what they did. You get my point? It's like if we follow these energies, some of you do not want to hear from your person anymore. And the Knight of Swords can be an energy about triggers, indeed. They can be justified in a situation like this one. You may have to resist them, guys. There is another interesting factor in this combination of energies. It comes from the Commitment Oracle card, the ability to devote ourselves in favor of a romantic connection, I want to say. You did that. You devoted yourself in favor of this connection because you were counting on the fact that it was possible for you and your person to be successful in the long run. That's why the betrayal is unforgivable. We are talking about an unfaithful partner that maybe went behind your back multiple times. Now, if we want to follow the lighter side of the Three of Cups, your person of interest may want to reconcile with you. They want to bring back the good old days. It can be impossible. The good old days have been substituted by challenging days that your person contributed to manifest with some reckless choices that now they cannot take back. And this is basically the issue. So some of you can be called to find from within a level of courage, clarity, maturity, integrity, and self-respect that can allow you guys to make clear to your person when they reach out that they should just accept the fact that the connection is over because of what they did. And because of what they did, they will not get another opportunity because you do not trust them anymore. And this can represent the final turning point for this connection before you leave it behind and turn the page in order to move on, move forward, so that you can find better opportunities than the one that you are leaving behind. And your person will have to accept that, guys, because they had it coming. Libra, the oracle cards for your connection. We have transformation and courage and bravery. Energies for your person of interest, how they feel about you. 6 of Pentacles and the 8 of Cups. Their next move, 5 of Pentacles and the Justice. Guidance for you, Page of Cups and the 7 of Wands. Guys, there is a separation on the table. Transformation oracle card, courage and bravery. 2 virtues that you can manifest. It seems that you can resist, 7 of Wands, the opportunity to work things out with your person of interest after they disrespected you or took advantage of you, 6 of Pentacles. The 8 of Cups can be a mirror in this case because your person of interest can realize that because of their actions, the connection with you has been compromised and you can embrace the role of the figure in red in the 8 of Cups, who can be the fool for me, so someone that embraces a new chapter of the journey because the previous stage was not fulfilling enough. I feel that if we followed the moon in the background in the 8 of Cups, there were lies between you and your person of interest. It's like they kept you guys in the dark about something that they were doing along the connection with you. This can be about a betrayal, but it can also be about other aspects of the everyday life. I am thinking about something financial also because of the 5 of Pentacles. And as soon as you found out about what was going on behind your back, we can say that the connection was over in that very moment. Now, of course, according to the level of commitment that was involved in the connection, the justice can represent different things, because if we think about a marriage, the justice can represent a divorce. If we think about an established connection, it can represent a separation. What matters the most is that your person of interest still wants to make things right with you, and if communication between the two of you has gone cold, Five of Pentacles, they want to explain to you why the two of you should stay together. I feel that you do not want to hear those whys. And the justice can represent also a right and fair evaluation in order to make a right and fair decision for me. And this is what some of you have already done. And the Transformation Oracle card is basically the natural consequence of your evaluation. I love the message. The energy of transformation supports our ability to gracefully flow through times of transition, allowing the old to make room for the new. This is meaningful. It takes courage to embrace a change, especially if we think about the opportunity to end an important connection. The Page of Cups, guys, can be about two things. You can get an apology, number one, but number two, you can counterattack to what your person can say to you by letting them know that you can be sorry, but not interested anymore in the opportunity to work things out with them after what they did. And the Seven of Wands is a courageous, indeed, stand, because the man is willing to stand up for himself, for what he believes in. And some of you are going to do the same thing. I feel that your person messed up big time when it comes to the connection with you. A lot of misunderstandings played out in the connection, guys, because of the Five of Pentacles. At some point, some of you started to see your person like they were a stranger for you, even if you were living under the same roof. And especially if we are talking about betrayals or the fact that maybe your person did some foolish thing with your money, as a couple. Now the justice is coming, but I do not feel that it is going to be in favor of your person of interest. They can get it, meaning that they can get an outcome that is not going to smile in their favor. And I want to repeat myself, some of you do not want to hear why the two of you should stay together. You can resist all the ones that we see down below in the Seven of Wands, because deep within you can be disappointed with your person and almost forced to look at the reality of things when it comes to a connection that has been compromised to its core by the choices of your person. They can see you guys ready to move on. They are not going to like that, but they will have to live with that, because this event is going to be just the consequence of their poor choices. Scorpio, the oracle cards for your connection, we have awareness and composure. Energies for your person of interest, how they feel about you, the Emperor and the Knight of Pentacles. Their next move, the Moon and the Ten of Cups. Guidance for you, King of Swords and the Page of Cups. Guys, your person still wants you, and they can try to chase you, I want to say. The Emperor and the Knight of Pentacles. Now, there is an issue when it comes to this connection, and the issue is about the Ten of Cups together with the Moon. The Moon can be about fear factors. I feel that it is the case in a situation like this one. Your person may say that they want you and they are willing to offer you something tangible in order to convince you guys to give this connection a chance moving forward. There is something that they may avoid to say. It can be something subtle that they think may not be decisive for this connection, but instead can turn out to be an extremely important factor that can decide the fate of the connection in the long run. That's why the awareness oracle card is important. And the message is interesting. The energy of awareness supports our capacity to focus our attention, King of Swords, on all aspects of a multidimensional world so that we can create a reality that we truly choose. Guys, I feel that along this connection there were commitment issues on your person's side. Now they can fear that you can move on, and because they do not want to lose the connection, because chances are they do not like to lose in general, like the Emperor, they can try to make you some promises, Knight of Pentacles, about the opportunity to be successful together in the long run, but behind these promises, there can be something that is not real. It can be an illusion, it can be a facade, it can be a mirage. And some of you can be smart enough, King of Swords, you can be man or woman, doesn't matter, you can be smart enough to connect all the dots about the situation that you have been experiencing with your person of interest. I love the Composure Oracle card, guys, because somehow, some way, there is the Ace of Swords in the Oracle card. So you can listen to what your person has to say. It's like they will speak up first, and you will have to listen and pay a ton of attention. Then you will have to evaluate all the elements that your person can bring to the table. And then you will have to read between the lines, because something may be too good to be true, especially if you think about the struggles that this connection has already faced when it comes to a high level of commitment. So you can be aware of the old hesitations of your person of interest. All of a sudden, because maybe you let them know that without a higher level of commitment, there was the chance for you to move in a different direction, all of a sudden, they can wake up and they can say that the offer that you have always wanted is available because they are ready to bring it to the table. Kinda curious timing. And the Emperor, which can be an energy about the opportunity to take charge and action, for me is the chance to transform into action a plan well thought, but it can also be the mentality, kind of my way or the highway, that sometimes can come back to bite a person in the back. So your person doesn't like to lose. They want to win, they want to feel in charge. And as soon as they perceived that you were in the position to leave the connection behind, they wanted to regain some control, and that's why they can say that they are willing to embrace the Knight of Pentacles energy. By the way, guys, if you are familiar with our channel, you can be already aware of the fact that for me, the Knight of Pentacles energy can become the energy of the offer of commitment that never comes, because the Knight is the slowest of the four. I feel that this is a nuance that deserves some attention in a situation like this one because of the Moon. And the Page of Cups that we see in the guidance may become an I am sorry but that some of you can say to your person. I am sorry, but the offer comes when it's too late, and maybe there can even be the opportunity to make clear that we do not really trust the offer because the timing is off, you know, kind of strange. The offer is out of place almost. Guys, I have to say that some of you will have to keep your cool in a conversation with your person of interest, because if you get the perception that they are trying to manipulate the situation to their advantage, you can call off the connection. And I almost want to say that this can be the best possible choice if you resonate with the scenario. Because it's like you can see through an act, and chances are there can be an act manifested by your person of interest because they do not like to lose and they do not want to be left behind, but this can be the outcome that they can get. Sagittarius, the oracle cards for your connection. We have second chakra and signs and reminders. All right, energies for your person of interest, how they feel about you, the temperance and the hierophant. Their next move, King of Cups and the Empress. Guidance for you, Two of Cups and the Lovers. Guys, I feel that this still is a passionate, powerful connection for you and your person of interest. In the second chakra oracle card, we have extremely important keywords about emotions and the sensual world. We got the concepts in the guidance for you, Two of Cups and the Lovers. This is a major crossroads for some of you. Your person can have genuine feelings for you. They can make it clear to you. For some reason, they can ask for more time if we think about an extremely high level of commitment, the Hierophant. So if we think about the chance to get married, your person can ask for more time, even if they can say that they are willing to go down that road. So signs and reminders seems to be an oracle card that should work as an encouragement in your favor to evaluate all the experiences that you have already gathered about this connection, because I feel that a conversation in which your person of interest can ask you guys to give them more time, if we think about the opportunity to build stronger foundations for your connection, is something that you have already experienced. And somehow, some way, your person was successful in the endeavor to hide behind the passionate physical and sexual side of this connection, which can be off the charts. I will not argue with the fact that you can be in love with your person of interest, Two of Cups. My question to you is this one. Do you think that they are ready to embrace a romantic connection in order for it to be successful in the long run, so that the two of you can honor together the Empress energy if we think about a healthy growth, a healthy development for your relationship? Because the King of Cups for me sometimes can represent the energy of someone that can struggle to demonstrate how much they care about a romantic connection to their special person. I feel that most of the times this can happen because of some lack in the communication part, but in this case it seems a matter of gestures and actions. Your person loves every moment they can share with you, but if we think about the structure that we can associate to the Hierophant, which may ask even for more effort and responsibilities, your person can ask you guys to kinda understand them and meet them halfway, but this may mean that the connection can stay as it is right now. And if you want to settle down, you may have to wait. So are you willing to wait? This is another question that can be extremely important for some of you. I feel that your person of interest, guys, doesn't want to lose the connection. This is clear, and the connection can be extremely important even for you. But you will face a crossroads nonetheless. The crossroads is going to be represented by the Lovers. You will have to decide if you want to give your person more time and kinda accept the connection as it is right now, or if you want to kind of take a chance by saying that the connection is important, yes, but only the physical, sensual, sexual side is not enough, and you want more in order to see what your person can say. That's why this can be a crossroads that offers to you a conversation, I want to say, that can bring to you a sense of déjà vu, because the conversation is going to be extremely familiar, and chances are some of you already had this conversation with your person of interest. Another question is this one: will you get the same outcome that you got the last time? I feel that this is going to be decisive for the future of this connection. It's going to be a choice between a status quo or the opportunity to do things in a different way. Your person better be ready to face even a surprising turning point, because for those of you that want true, real commitment moving forward, the opportunity to keep waiting may be something that doesn't exactly spark an interest in your heart, and this may ask for some tough choice down the road. Capricorn, the oracle cards for your connection, we have surrender and surrender, guys. My goodness. So someone may have to let go. Let's see, energies for your person of interest, how they feel about you. Death card and the Wheel of Fortune, their next move, 5 of Wands, and the High Priestess, guidance for you, 4 of Cups, not interested, 5 of Swords, leaving the battlefield behind. Guys, it seems that the Surrender Oracle card can be kinda in common between you and your person of interest, but for different reasons. You let go of the connection with this person. It was not good for you. It was a major source of turmoil. A lot of BS was involved in the connection. You were dealing with an egotistical partner, someone that was only thinking about what was good for them without granting in your favor the necessary level of attention in order to realize that the situation was not good for you. So you were basically on the losing side of the arrangement. It is possible, if we follow the 5 of Wands as an energy about competition, that distractions played a negative role for this connection. And that's why you took a step back and you broke contact with your person of interest. On the other hand, your person doesn't really want to let go of the connection. They do not want to surrender. It seems that they will have to. They will have to, because you can consider the connection as a chapter that belongs to the past and should stay there. If we think about a no-contact situation, which can be the case because of the High Priestess, guys, your person is counting the minutes before they can reach out to you. But the main point is that even if they can try to say that things can be extremely different for the two of you if you agree to get back together, they do not really believe that they can be successful in this endeavor to manifest a reconciliation because of what went down along the connection in the past. The figure in green and red in the 5 of Swords for me can be the bearer of the 3 of Swords. It's another tricky and challenging concept if we think about heartbreaks. I feel, guys, that you already made the decision to leave the battlefield behind. Your person, if we follow the High Priestess, which can be an energy about silence, yes, we can agree, but for me the High Priestess can make a point clear with just a few words. Your person will try to do that. They will try to say that they still want you. And this is their strategy. which can be an extremely self-centered strategy if we think about that, because we are basically looking at a person of interest that can only think about what they want. So despite what happened between the two of you, despite the no contact, despite the disappointments, they can reach out all of a sudden and they can say that they still want you. Because they still want you. This is the reason. This is not going to fly. It doesn't work in this way. There is no respect. I mean, there is no touch. Your person of interest doesn't have a clue about how we should interact with other people. They are lacking the basics, you know? And this can be something that you have seen clearly along the connection, and chances are it was one of the catalysts, plural, that brought you guys to the decision to leave this person behind. So you made a choice. If we look at the 2 swords on the ground in the 5, the 3 cups down below in the 4 of cups can describe the past. Maybe there were some good memories, but also some challenging ones. And the offer that can come your way, not so divine in a situation like this one, can be the final test, Wheel of Fortune, about this connection. And it seems that you can pass the test with flying colors, because you are not going to be impressed by the return of your troubled, conflicted, and turmoiled person of interest. They are bringing to your doorstep the same old nonsense, the same old BS that took a toll on you along the connection in the past. Guys, I want to read to you the message from the Surrender Oracle card, the first one. The energy of surrender supports us to let go of illusionary control and yield to the flow of love and life. The idea that your person of interest can have about the opportunity to reconcile with you in order to do things in a better way can be just an illusion that is fueled by their ego, a factor that you cannot tolerate anymore. This is what I want to share with you. The ego of your person of interest is something that you cannot tolerate anymore. You cannot stand it anymore. And that's why when they reach out briefly in order to say that they still want you and maybe the two of you should get back together, you can pay them back with the same coin by just saying, "Oh, no, I do not think so. Thank you. Goodbye." And this can be the best possible thing for you moving forward. This connection, guys, belongs to the past. It should stay there. Aquarius, the oracle cards for your connection. We have presence and friendship and union. All right, energies for your person of interest, how they feel about you, the lovers. And the Knight of Cups, their next move, Ace of Swords, and the Hermit. Guidance for you, the Hermit and the Two of Swords. Guys, there is a choice for some of you. There is a choice about the opportunity to accept or decline a romantic offer, the Knight of Cups. So, presence oracle card. There is someone around you, so in your everyday life, that would love to talk. You can truly be the hermit, guys, and your person wants to talk with you. They can be aware of the fact that you are single at the moment. You are looking for the right opportunity for you. You are looking for a star partner. This can be a friend for some of you. If they are a friend, they want a romantic connection with you. Friendship and union. This can be almost a dream for them. They are dreaming to transform a friendly connection into a romantic union. And they are genuine. They are. The lovers can be a soul-to-soul connection, a soulmate energy. In this case, it's mainly a crossroads because when your person of interest, your suitor basically, an admirer, when they make clear, Ace of Swords, that they have been thinking about you and they truly feel that the two of you can make a good pair, a good couple, you will have to decide, first and foremost, if you feel the same, and then if you want to open your heart in favor of this person. I say so because of the posture of the lady in the Two of Swords. I want to say that this set of energies can describe some of you that have been single for a while now, and you kinda blocked love a little bit because you truly wanted to find the best opportunity for you, especially if we think about challenging experiences along the journey. Guys, I find interesting the message from the Presence Oracle card. The energy of presence supports our ability to focus our full attention and stay in the here and now. The moment is here for some of you, meaning that as soon as the romantic offer comes your way, that will be a major turning point available for you. Then there is free will. You will have the freedom to decide if you feel ready for a new romantic cycle to begin. I want to say that if this person is a friend of yours, there is already a bond between the two of you. So we can say that there is already trust involved in the connection. And this is a good starting point. Then this person can be kind of similar to you guys if we think about the level of wisdom, integrity that can pay off big time in favor of a serious romantic relationship. And maybe they have been in the pursuit of the right opportunity as well. This is a major chance for some of you guys. And the Knight of Cups can be the type of offer that some of you have been looking for quite some time now. I want to say another thing because it is necessary. At the crossroads, this person will make clear to you that they are interested in a romantic connection with you. And their offer is for real. If for whatever reason you are not convinced and you turn the offer down, you may have to be prepared to kind of see this person of interest fade away from your life, because it is possible that the opportunity to see their offer declined can bring this person to take a step back in order to elaborate a potential rejection. So I feel that this is another factor that some of you may have to take into great deal of consideration before you make your final choice about this opportunity. There is potential, guys. And for some of you, it can be time to give love a new chance. But the final decision is going to be yours, and only you can make it. No one else can force you to make it. I feel that this person is deserving of your attention, and they can even be deserving of your loving energies if you feel that it is time for you to take a chance on love again. Pisces, the oracle cards for your connection. We have multidimensionality and manifestation. All right, energies for your person of interest, how they feel about you. 6 of Wands and the 8 of Swords. Will they reach out? Ace of Wands and the 4 of Pentacles, guidance for you. 10 of Pentacles and the Emperor. Guys, I feel that you have been sharing a passionate connection with your person of interest, but you want an extremely high level of commitment. You are ready for it. you are not afraid to work for it, when instead your person of interest may be kinda hesitant, almost stuck in their ways, and not exactly available to share with you the Ace of Pentacles agreement, the cornerstone, in order to build a Ten of Pentacles legacy. So the multi-dimensionality oracle card can be about several factors that should fall into place in order to allow the most productive manifestation of a connection with the potential to be successful in the long run. I feel that your person has been satisfied with the connection that they shared with you in the recent past, because they kinda got what they wanted. They kinda got what they wanted, and the Ace of Wands basically represents their mindset about the connection with you. They consider it like an irresistible situation. They can say that they cannot live without you. They can say that they cannot resist you, or they cannot get you guys out of their head, which is fine, which is lovely, but at this point, it may not be enough, especially from your perspective. I want to say that there can be a mismatch between the two of you when it comes to the proactive approach that you can have about the practical side of the everyday life. You can be a go-getter. You can set your eyes on a goal, and you kinda know what are the steps that you should take in order to be successful in your endeavor. Your person instead can be kinda all over the place, kinda stuck, I want to say, because of the Eight of Swords. And this is true particularly when it comes to the romantic side of the connection. They cannot let go of an old mentality. It seems that they are not comfortable with their emotional side. If we follow the lady in the Eight of Swords, the way out from the metaphorical prison of the mind represented by the swords is the water, so feelings and emotions. This person follows their second brain. They do not follow their heart. And the posture of the man in the Four of Pentacles is blocking the heart chakra. This is a problem. This person is not comfortable with the opportunity to open up completely in favor of a partner, and this can represent a catalyst in order for you to re-evaluate your options when it comes to the connection. So, if the Emperor is the energy of someone that can transform into action a plan well thought, in order to manifest the Ten of Pentacles plan, this person has to be all in with you at the 100%, when instead they already consider the connection as a successful one, but from your perspective, the situation is not even close, the one that you thought it could have become. So the warrior that comes back from the battle victorious in the Six of Wands, in this case, can be a naive idea of your person of interest if we think about the opportunity for you to settle for the type of connection that they want. They think that you are going to say yes to their Ace of Wands offer, but without realizing that if they do not bring to the table also the Ace of Pentacles, the connection doesn't really stand a chance. And this is basically the mismatch explained, between the two of you, because your person is lacking the awareness about the fact that in order to manifest the Ten of Pentacles energy, we need a variety of elements that they are not really willing to bring to the table in a cooperation with you. It's not like they have to do all the work, but They cannot even expect from you to settle for an arrangement that you do not like. And this is the point. So it seems that when your person of interest brings to the table kind of the same old offer represented by the Ace of Wands, you can take a good look at it, but you may not be impressed by it. And that's why you may decide to decline it. Your person is going to struggle to understand why. But this is just due to the fact that they are willfully blind about not only the issues that this connection has been facing in the recent past, but also their own issues about their emotional side. If they do not sort themselves out, they can sign up for almost a cycle of the same outcome that keeps repeating, because other people moving forward can still make the same decision that some of you can make if you decide to let go of this connection, because it cannot offer to you the opportunity to manifest the Ten of Pentacles that you want. And if two people are not truly on the same page, it cannot be possible to manifest a successful progression. It seems that you already know that. Your person maybe doesn't, but will have the chance to learn that kind of the hard way. Sometimes it happens. Guys, I hope that I made myself clear and this was helpful somehow, some way. If you want to comment, like and subscribe, it will help our channel to grow. So thank you. And until next time, I wish you all the best. Take very good care of you and I will talk to you soon. Bye.